Evelyn. Actually, let me make this butterfly's kind of mesmerizing.
Come on, you guys. Don't you want to come out and tap the butterfly? Alright, well, we're live.
Alright.
So, hi everybody watching. So turn the air off so here. This is Waverly McTinyBeans. I'm so excited.
She's a little nervous. And this is Misha.
And Misha's her best friend.
Oh, yes.
Hi, little ones. Say hi. Hey, say hi, Waverly. Hi, little ones. Oh, you are so cute. You are so cute. Hi, baby. Come on, baby. Come on.
She's not sure.
What's that? Let's see. What about...
Just like bells. Yeah.
It's okay. You're okay, baby. Come on. You're okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Go back and step back.
Hi. You are so cute. Hello. Hello, little babies. What is it?
Misha likes that butterfly. Go get it.
Come get that. Come get the butterfly.
There we go.
There you go.
Here comes Beans. Look how good she walks.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Can you believe that?
Alright, so for everybody watching who doesn't know who Waverly... Hello. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so cute. You want the ball? Where are you going?
Okay, just take it on in. Oh, there she tips over.
Okay, so Waverly McTinyBeans is being fostered by Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
And let me just make sure the video is coming up right. Why am I seeing?
The delay.
No, I just saw COD for a second.
Oh.
And I want to make sure. Ah. Okay.
Oh, here she comes.
Go for it.
Here she comes. Oops. Up, walk up, walk up. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, where are you going? You can't fit under there. You can't fit under there. Who's your parent?
Let me know if there's any more COD issues. Then I'll have to check the setting I put it on for quality. So, Evelyn, why don't you tell everybody how you came to have Waverly?
In detail? Or
Yes,
just in general.
In detail, and what happened at the bed, all of it.
Okay. So I was out walking with a friend, and there's a neighborhood dog, a dog down the street that is supposed to be the guard dog at the mechanics, but he's a big old Doberman, trimmed ears and everything, big old guy, but he's a super nice, sweet dog that I always give treats to. And he was out, it was late, mechanics were still there just kind of hanging around, but he was off their property, which he's not supposed to be, and I saw him when I was walking, and so I yelled at him. I was like, Rover, what are you doing, buddy? And he kind of came out of the brush and looked all nervous and freaked out. And I could see he had kind of something in his mouth, but he just was kind of whining, kind of upset. And so I was like, Rover, come here, give me that. And then he dropped that in my hands, and it was a tiny kitten. So yeah, it was her, only much smaller. And so I, of course, freaked out and ran home with her. I was only about a half block from home, luckily. And because I'm a med holder, I have all the fluids and all of that, which turned out to be a really good thing. So I ran her home, and she was filthy. She was covered in fleas. She was emaciated, and no pink to her skin at all, just anemic completely. Started trying to comb the fleas off her because she was so tiny. You don't want to give her medicine and that, but it was hopeless. There was no way. So we had to dunk her. And it was while I was bathing her that I kind of noticed that she didn't really fight or anything, but she also, her back legs were just limp, just completely limp. And there was no muscle tone back there. They were literally little toothpick sticks. No back end functional and no sensation at all. So I don't have experience with that at all, so I didn't really know what to do other than, just all the other stuff. So gave her the fluids, gave her the deworming treatments, and tried to feed her a bottle, and tried to just feed her, but she wouldn't eat at all. She was just too weak, so I had to tube feed her.
Oh.
Yeah. So poor little thing, she's already sick, and I am cramming it. Can you believe this? So this is the kitten that couldn't move at all. So yeah, I had to put the tube down her throat and tube feed her to get any nutrition in her that first night. And then the next morning she also wouldn't eat, so same thing. And so we took her, of course, to the vet as soon as the vet opened that next morning and brought her in, and they did all these tests on her and poked her and prodded her and said that she had no deep pain at all. So essentially their estimation was that the spinal cord, the nerves from a certain point down in her spinal cord were completely dead, and that she would never regain any feeling, and that it was, pretty hopeless. But the worst part was that her bladder was totally full, and they couldn't express her bladder. They couldn't even get it to come out, which meant sepsis and all this other horrible stuff. So the vet essentially listed all this horrible stuff that she could expect if we did opt to try to save her life. And so I was, of course, crying and freaking out. So I left for a minute to call Kitten Rescue, to call Esther from Kitten Rescue, and told her what the vet said. And she was like, it sounds like it's the best decision would be to let her go. And, at least she got comfortable and safe in her last little minutes. And so I'm a wreck, of course, and I go walking in to the vet, and at the same time I said, okay, I guess we'll let her go. He said, I was able to express her bladder.
Oh.
And I was like, I looked at him and he said, do you want to think about it? And I was like, yes! And I just literally grabbed her, scooped her up into the carriage, and ran out of the vet going, I'm sorry, I almost let you go. And she just kind of perked up. But he said, yeah, she's still a bottle baby. She's so tiny, 7 ounces, which is nothing.
Oh my god.
So I got her home, and I'm trying to bottle feed her, and finally she just chomped down on the bottle, and I was like, you are not a bottle baby. She was totally, so gave her food, and from then on she perked up, but still zero feeling down below. But then Ben, who's president of Kitten Rescue, Ben sent me a message saying, I'm going to connect you with Jenny Conrad, Dr. Conrad from Paw Project. I don't know if
a lot of them
are familiar with.
We love the Paw Project.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I'd heard of it, of course, but only in terms of it being, no, don't declaw, and I was kind of like, why am I even connected with Jenny from the Paw Project? I mean, yay. But she does rehab on big cats, mostly like lions and things. So she agreed to sneak me in basically over there, and so I met her over at her place, and she did some treatments. I did some cold laser, did some massaging and stuff, and then we did acupuncture, and nothing still. And when she was putting the little needles in, and I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but she looked like a little Wolverine. I mean, out of every toe, there were those little needles with the little yellow ends, and she didn't flinch, she didn't anything. It was like nothing was happening, and they were all over. And she was kind of talking about, some things that we could try, and if there's no deep pain, then it's not good prognosis, but you just never know, this and this. And then she did something with one of the little needles on her toes, and one of her little toes just went,
oh my god,
just that was it. And I was just we were both like, oh my god, oh my god. She just actually left tall buildings in a single bound. But it was so exciting. She still couldn't feel anything, and when you touched her, she didn't have any strength, but it was Jenny was essentially look, she did that, and she didn't do this way, because apparently if it goes this way, it's not good, but she spread that, I'm learning all this stuff. So that was a true good instinct. So then Jen was awesome. She goes walking around, we're in the VCA, and she's off duty, but she just picks her up and goes walking around to all the different vets that were there. What do you think? What do you think? What would you try? How would you do it? So I essentially got a consult with every vet in the VCA hospital that day.
Oh my god.
From courtesy of Jenny Conrad. It was awesome. Yeah. And so, they gave me a few exercises and things to do with her, massaging her and moving her little muscles, and she was such a little trooper. She just was what? We can't. She didn't feel anything. She just kept looking back what is going on back there? It's so weird. But then we went back the next day, and so I worked with her that night, and we went back the next day, and there was another a physical therapist who's actually worked with people mostly, and she just had stopped by to say hi to her a friend there who's a vet physical therapist. She's like, try ice on her, because sometimes just that extreme kind of cold can. And so we did, and she had a reaction. She had the jerk reaction where she jerked her toes away from ice.
That's amazing.
It was amazing. It was so. And then from then on, it's just been constant therapy with her. Luckily, I've been working from home, and so I just have moved away from my desk. And I just have moved, I work at the couch, and then she's been at one end of the couch in her little carrier, and every time she wakes up from a nap or whatever, I do physical therapy with her, and I make her go through her little motions before and work up strength, and then I let her go down and play so that she gets the patterns. But it's interesting because all the things you take for granted that a kid will just do, she had to learn. So we were building up strength, and I was doing a lot of her little toe presses, which you've probably seen in some of those funny videos where she pushed up. And then I realized I'm teaching her to use her toes, her feet all at the same time. And so she was bunny hopping all the time. I'm I have to teach her to walk. So I was all right. So then we started doing one after the other, and so it's just been, and the scratching, they instinctively, she doesn't have any of that, so I've been having to teach her to scratch, because she didn't get any of that instinctively. So, but now she's great. Now she gets the whole walking thing, and she stands. She just has a little bit of balance issues. She tips over a lot, like that, but it's kind of adorable.
And she can pee on her own?
She cannot pee on her own yet.
Okay.
She can poop on her own.
That's interesting.
But she can a little bit. She squats and she knows what to do, and it's a little bit of dribble. But part of it's because her bladder was distended
for so long.
That she doesn't have quite the muscle tone in there yet to completely avoid it. So she'll go, and then I have to finish up for her. So.
But that's good. That means that she will be able to once the muscle gets.
Hopefully, that's the hope.
And do they give her medicine
for that? No, there's no medicine. She's not on any medicines. Everything is normal. So from now on, it's just really physical therapy. Now, Monday, I took her into the neurologist. That was a recommendation, and they tested everything and said it's looking good. The next step would be X-rays, but she was really tiny at the time, and that neurologist basically said everything is going in the right direction. The only way to get a good X-ray on a kitten is to sedate them, put them under anesthesia, which she was so tiny. So she said when she gets her spay, which is happening on Monday, they're going to take a full scan of X-rays of her spine, so then we'll know, is there damage there, what's really going on. So then we'll have a pretty clear picture. They might, depending on what happens in the X-ray, she might do an MRI and do a little bit more. But because she's recovering, they're mostly just keep going. So.
Oh my gosh.
And she's so good. She's so cute, aren't you?
She is super adorable. I mean, just that face.
I know.
I just can't even.
I know. I have a million photographs on my camera because every time I look at her, I'm like, oh, that's the cutest so far. And,
she is.
I know, huh? You are the cutest so far.
Look at the striping on her little legs. You're stunning. Is she a snowshoe?
We think she's lynx point snowshoe because she's got those lynxy stripies on her, but she's definitely got that snowshoe thing. So who knows? And I don't know where she came from. That's my neighborhood, but the only other cat that looks sort of like that belongs to a neighbor and is collared and fixed. And there were no other kittens around. We went back hunting around, and so I don't know if she got tossed out or just maybe it was a mama cat and then just moved everybody with her. We just don't know. But talk about right place, right time.
Yeah, I cannot believe that dog brought you the kitten.
Yeah. And did you see the picture of the dog?
Yes.
He's a big, 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 big boy, which is good because like she fully fit in his mouth. Like she was fully.
And he must have been holding her so gently.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and oh gosh, there was some serious shade going on the. I don't know if you saw on the Facebook page when Sandra posted the story, and people were like, "That's a big lie. That dog hurt that cat." And it's like, no, that dog didn't hurt. If that dog had wanted to hurt that cat, like she was one bite for him. Like he could have
And
just.
there would
like,
have been puncture wounds.
there was nothing, and if it had been a recent spinal injury, she would have had muscle. She would have had tone there. She didn't. Oh, I didn't tell that where she got her name. Waverly McTinyBeans was from Jenny Conrad, Dr. Conrad, who was when she was putting the little needles in. You know, she works with tigers, and she was just like laughing so hard. She's like, "These are the tiniest beans, the little toesies I have ever seen in my life." She just could not get over the tiny beans because they weren't even developed, so they were just like microscopic. She's like, I can't even find a place to put the needles.
Nobody can see you back there.
Yeah, look, you're hiding.
Do you want us to put a blanket up over here?
Look, I like it. I like it underneath the air.
Can you climb on these?
Are you visible there? I'm blocking you.
Come here. You want to come out?
Where's your little parrot?
Oh, come on.
You're adoring public is being cute. Misha's like, I don't know. Come on.
I love Misha's eyes.
Isn't she cute? She has such a funny little, like, her face is kind of flat, so it makes her eyes just look gigantic.
She's got those sad eyes.
She was a little mess when she got found.
Where was she found?
She was, like, found off the street from a young man in, like, transitional housing who found this kitten and he couldn't keep her, of course, so he contacted, do you know Lisa Spivey? She's in Kitten Rescue, and she's a social worker. So he contacted her, his social worker, and so she took the kitten and Esther ISO'd, and then she came to me to be friends with Waverly.
They just show up everywhere.
Oh my gosh, they really, really do.
Yeah, let's see. I feel like the really annoying toy.
Oh, Misha's gonna love that really nice. What is that, Waverly?
It's okay.
Oh.
Okay. Oh my god, she's cozy. Look at that face. Look at that face. Okay. His eyes.
He's so blue and pretty.
Now, I'm assuming that it's probably cost like thousands of dollars.
Well, neurologist, and yeah, it's not cheap.
And there's a donation page, isn't there?
Hope Fund.
Hope Fund for kitten rescue.
Mhm.
Hope Fund.
Yeah.
I think that link is on.
It's on the Instagram page too. Her Instagram profile.
She's on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, Waverly McTinyBeans.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's kittenrescue.networkforgood.com /projects /294 5,
One
8.
day. One day. Keep trying.
Dash, blah, dash, hope, dash, fun. I will post it on the Facebook page because it's super long.
Yeah, and just note that it's on Waverly's behalf. And
Yeah, if you notice on Waverly's behalf, then Kitten Whiskey will use it for her expenses because there are lots of them.
yeah, the X-rays are coming up, and if she has to do an MRI, that's like $2,200 or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Ah. But that wouldn't happen. You have to be 4 months. It's just be 4 months before she can have that. Although you're coming right up.
Look at you. Oops, it's your ball. You little scratchy toes. What is that? Misha, you're adorable. You're adorable.
So much to look at, huh?
Thank you, Jean. Look at you. So when will she be available for adoption?
She won't be available for adoption.
Are you going to keep her?
I'm foster failing on her so hard.
That's what I thought.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, she, from the very beginning, because that first night that I had her, I thought I didn't know if she would make it through the night at all, and so I slept with her right here, just making sure she was breathing the whole night, and from then on, that's like she curls up and like now she doesn't sleep right on me. Now she's a little bigger, but she sleeps like right here every morning. No matter where she starts out on the bed, she crawls right up there. I'm like, she's mine. I wake up with this little kitty right beside me.
Oh my god.
It's kind of the best.
That is the best, because then we'll always know what happens to her.
I know, really. Yes, you're so cute.
You and that little pink nose. She's so
And that
cute.
funny little belly.
And what about Misha?
Misha will be available for adoption after Monday. Because she's also getting her spay. Yeah, aren't you?
Now, do they have other playmates?
They do. They have lots of other playmates.
Is there any of them that Misha is especially close to as well?
Well, she's close to, there's another pair that she really likes, but they're kind of a pair, so she's kind of gonna, we're just gonna need to find her a good friend.
Does she do good with older kitties?
She does great with older kitties. She kind of drives them crazy, but like an
older
playful kitties, absolutely.
So if someone were looking for just a single kitten to go with an older kitty that was playful, she would be great, which we don't always have available.
She would be fantastic with that.
And she has that awesome marble pattern.
I know, I love it. A little bullseye on the side.
With those eyes.
Yeah, when she was found, you couldn't tell what kind of eyes she was going to have because they were sealed shut.
I saw the picture. Poor baby.
Yeah, it looked really, really bad.
She was so sick.
And you never know what's going to, when they open, like, what's going to be there or not.
Little baby.
You're just exploring every corner.
Do you want an older kitty to jump all over? And maybe we can even find you somebody who adopted a kitten.
That'd be awesome.
Look at those eyes. Can you guys see her eyes? I want to show you her eyes. Come here. You're okay. Come here. Come here, baby. Oh, you're so cute. Oh. Look at this baby. Easy. That's how I make them freeze. Come here, Easy. Kiss the back of their heads. What are you doing, Waverly? Did you see this?
Misha's like, I don't know where to look. There's so much fun stuff here. Waverly, you're off camera.
Of course. Because they're kittens and that's what they do. Hi, baby. So how many fosters do you have right now?
Oh my gosh. Several. Because I have that other pair of kittens, and then I have one kind of big, 7-month kitten. It's big, and then I have a couple of like forever fosters that are like goopy and rejects, the misfits. It's a house full. Yeah, but it's funny. I have one that is chronic upper respiratory, and so she did get adopted out once, but the person was like, I thought I could handle it. I can't. She's sneezing up on my furniture. But she's like the nicest. When kittens come in, she's like the welcome wagon. She like cleans them all up and loves all over them, and like the minute they're out of ISO, she's like, oh, mine. It's really cute. And then I have a boy cat that does the same thing.
So
He's
what's
just
her
like,
sinus issues?
she actually has an anomaly that Dr. Iberg had never seen before, which if Dr. Iberg hasn't seen it,
Right.
so she actually doesn't have a sinus cavity. Like it's all ossified in there. So and then her nasal cavity, she was a preemie, like she was bottle baby, like so tiny. And her nasal cavity, and I guess you're supposed to, you have like these whorls in there that keep bacteria and things from getting in there and getting infected. She doesn't have any of that on one side of her nostril.
Oh,
So it's just she's literally deformed. Like she doesn't look weird from the outside. She's kind of funny looking, but not so you'd suspect that.
Right.
But she just gets constantly infected, and it's kind of sad.
Are there nasal washes or anything?
We do that sometimes when it gets extreme. But I mean, she's clearly got a virus that's just sticking in her, so it's just maintenance. She does, we do, like I said, this just saline wash often just to keep her clean. And I have taken her in every so often when it's gotten really bad, and Dr. Iberg will like go in there and actually clean her up under anesthesia. Yeah. Which then it's great for like 2 weeks. She's like, oh, I can breathe. It's good. But then
and then it happens again.
And then it happens again. Yeah. So.
My lord.
Yeah. Where are you going? I don't know what's up there. Beansy. Waverly. She's very interested in whatever that is up there.
That is a heater.
Oh. If you knew what that was, you wouldn't be interested today. It's not.
Let's see. Does anybody have any questions that I didn't think of?
Here he comes.
Come on. There's so many toys. She is just so beautiful. Those eyes.
Look at with the butterflies. That's so cute.
Is there any type of PT that you can do with Waverly to strengthen her bladder?
Not really, nothing specific for that. That will come with the building of the muscle tone, and as she gains balance and she gets the stomach muscles, more stomach muscles, that will hopefully just come. It's not really a muscle you can stimulate for them. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. But we're still in consultation with Dr. Conrad, so we'll find out.
John said, how soft is her belly?
It is so soft. It is like bunny soft.
She is super soft.
She has this really, really soft fur.
Does she like belly kisses?
Yes, she sure does. She sure does, huh? She likes belly kisses.
She is so cute. And again, she is on Instagram.
Waverly McTinyBeans.
And you're taking her to the Long Beach.
Yes,
What
she's
is-
gonna
what is it
go
called?
down to the Long Beach thing as a little advocate for special needs kitties.
Oh. And because I know everybody compares her to the kitten lady kitten.
Yeah.
I think, do they have similar, do you know, are they similar in their issues?
They were similar in their issues, and it seemed like it might be kind of the same thing, but it seems like Chloe had some kind of tail pull. I think they just kind of said that there was some kind of tail pull, which means there might have been actually some sort of separation and some sort of tearing, and so she hasn't really gained much muscle back. Waverly's been able to progress a lot further for whatever reason. Maybe, I don't know why. We haven't had the x-rays, so we don't know for sure. So it might be, but clearly there was, there's still something there. Because she does get better. And she's great in the water. Did you see the water one?
I did.
And we're gonna be doing more water because it makes her stand up taller and it slows her down a little bit, so she places her feet correctly.
I mean, I would imagine it's physical therapy and water is great for humans.
Yeah.
So for her, it's got to be great.
It's good, right? It's very good.
There's lots to do.
With Mom.
Look at you and your cuteness. And she's 12 weeks old, you said?
Mm-hmm.
And Misha is 10 weeks old?
Uh-huh.
So you can see that, I mean, she's the size of a 10-week-old kitten, which is great because she's obviously gotten healthier, but she was tiny when she was found. She's so little. And you are just so cute. I just want to chew on you.
She's like, I want to chew everything.
Yes, I'm definitely going through kitten withdrawals. I don't want to steal our kittens. I want to steal them.
Check my carrier when I leave.
I know. It's so hard.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Especially at this age, because there's so much fun at this age.
I love this age. Because they're not a ton of work, because they can, they've got the litter box figured out. But boy, they're cute.
They just want to play and be adorable.
Boop, boop. Come back on. Come back here,
Do you know what's the name of the Long Beach event?
It's the Midsummer Scream.
Yes, so they have the Midsummer Scream event in Long Beach. It's listed on the Kitten Rescue Facebook page, and I believe on kittenrescue.org. Although I just looked at our website today, and they have our events, like there's a date on them for, I guess, when they were posted, and then the date of the actual event is in the body, which I think is really confusing.
Oh.
So I have to email somebody. I don't know who.
Sandra.
But
Yeah,
they will be there being adorable for the public to see.
yes, there'll be lots of kittens there. Yeah, I guess it's a pretty big event. I didn't know it's all the like Not Scary Farm and Universal. What is it? The Halloween Horror Nights at Universal, and it's all those people. All the people who are really into Halloween go down there. Like my ex-husband is the executive producer, executive director of the Halloween Horror Nights. Like he's gonna be on a panel down there, and like that's odd. All right. And then there's randomly cat adoptions. So.
Well, I think that's brilliant though. They've been just, and I mean, there's the real estate people who, when they open houses, are letting us bring kittens, and at these kind of like convention events with kittens. So it's not just like CatCon or anything like that. We get to actually go where people who weren't necessarily looking for kitties find kitties.
Yep.
Which is fabulous.
Which will be great. Yeah, I have two that are slightly older than them. They're about 4 months now. They're going to be there, and they are a cute pair. A white.
Really?
One of them's white. The Flame Point Siamese.
Oh.
That's just like really light white with the light orange ears. And then her sister's a funny looking little tabby coat. It's like this total like gorgeous and then kind of muddy looking. They're awesome. I love them.
That's so cute.
So if anyone's looking for a pair, come on down. My legs falling asleep.
We have so many kittens right now. I gave an orientation at the kitten nursery, and we had a ton of them in the ISO that we were just like, they were waiting to have them come out in the main room. But even in the main room, there were just so many.
Are they full down there?
They had 2 cages that weren't full because they were waiting for the ISO to come through. But the others were. And then I guess they had, like, there was one kitten that had ringworm.
Oh no.
And that they had to separate out and all of that stuff. But yeah, definitely. Because when I was giving orientations during, when kitten season was on a break for 2 months, I was like, the cages were like, there's only a few of them that are full. And then I came back and it was like, oh, now we've got kittens. But it's sad because they're so limited in space for like moms and kittens, or you know, people who can bottle feed. I wish I could bottle feed more, but I just can't. Waking up every 2 hours, sometimes every 1 hour, if they're really sickly, just kills me. I don't know how. I think Laura. I don't know who the other ones are that do it. I know Laura does. I don't know how she does it.
I don't either. Especially when she takes big litters and they have to be fed every 1 or 2 hours, because like by the time you're done,
you have to feed them.
You have to start over by the time you're finished.
Yeah.
So
I know Ben has said that if they're eating really well all throughout the day, then at night you can go a little bit longer and go 4 hours. If they're every 2 hours or something, but I mean, still, it's so much work,
and they're so fragile.
They
kind
are.
of scare me. I lost 2, and the pair that I have, the Pinky and Pepper, they're from that litter that we lost together too. It was really, really rough. But
yep. See, I started with bottle feeding at Best Friends, so for me it was like I was more familiar with that than I was with having kittens with so much personality, because when they're babies, they have personality, but they really just want to be fed and they want to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't I mean, I was in love with all of them, but I wasn't like bonded with them in the same way. And then when I started fostering, I was like, oh crap.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
get
yeah.
older and you love them.
Yes. And then they really have good personalities. And
Yes.
like this. Like this.
Letting them go sucks. But when we have really good adopters, it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, it's pretty wonderful.
I was so lucky with my last litter that all of the adopters were just perfect. Because I've had bad experiences before, but with this one, I was like, please, they have to be perfect for them. And I scored.
Nice. I love that when you go to deliver the kittens and you just are like, this is the right place. They're going to be so happy.
Yeah, like I know these people love them more than I could ever, and I love them. But I know they're going to be their kids.
Yeah.
And Harlequin, the mom, got adopted by a couple that wanted her so badly that before she was even available, they wrote me. And I love that because normally people want the kittens, and they loved her, and her story made them cry. And when I brought her to them for delivery, I could tell they were like on the verge of tears. They were so happy.
Oh my gosh.
They got all of her favorite toys. They got the water fountain because she loved the water fountain. They got that exact same bed because she loves that bed. And they were just so happy. And I'm like, oh, as much as I love her and I don't want to leave her, I know that she'll be so much happier with them than with me. Because God knows I don't have time to love her the way that they're going to love her. They're already obsessed.
Awesome. I know a little bit about being obsessed. I may or may not be a little obsessed.
Well, I have to say, that's how I ended up with one of my foster fails with Faye. She was the first kitten to get sick, and then her brother got sick. But I had the same thing. She laid on my chest all night long because I was afraid if she wasn't on me, I wouldn't feel her if something was wrong.
Yep.
And she just sat there purring on me. And I fell in love with her. And then her brother is just like, I knew he was going to be wacky. And I love him. He's adorable. And I just looked at him and I was like, I can't trust you with anybody else. Because he's special. And so they had to stay.
Yeah, that's how kind of it happens.
But with this kind of thing, I mean, yeah, how do you have a dog deliver a kitten to you and then adopt that kitten?
I know.
You just can't.
Get in here, Rover. Yeah, I went down to and asked the mechanics. They're my mechanics. I'm just like, can I take pictures of Rover? And they're like, why? I was like, well, he saved a kitten. And they're like, because they wanted him to be this like mean Doberman guard dog, and he's like I totally ruined him. I started giving him treats when he was a puppy, and I'm like, he's a guard dog. I'm like, he's cute.
He's cute and he has to love people.
He needs to love people.
Just attack people that are trying to break in.
Yeah.
And he saved a kitten.
He saved a kitten. He's a hero.
And a super cute kitten.
Yeah.
I mean, this is ridiculous how cute she is. I bet she's gonna get a little bit darker.
I would imagine, like, her ears are already quite a bit darker than when I had her first.
It's crazy because in the picture she looks more creamy, and her fur is whiter than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And I mean, she definitely has creamy portions, but some of it is just so like snowy. She's like the snow. And those eyes. Her eyes are gonna stay that color, aren't they?
They are.
Damn it.
I know. I know.
She's so cute with those blue eyes.
Misha, you're so cute.
You're adorable too. Look at the spots on your belly.
I know. Look at that.
And look at her. She's ridiculously sweet.
Misha, Misha, Misha.
Are you scratching the post.
What you doing there, Lily?
Oh, you were so
What you doing
cute.
there, Beansy?
Kitten wrestling. I bet it's great for her to have other kittens to play around with and forget that she doesn't know she's any
She has
different.
no idea. She has no idea. The only time she ever looks like that I feel like, oh, is when they'll jump up on something and she's kind of like, yeah, and she has that funny sit where her little legs stick straight out because she'll just be like looking up at them.
You need to get her ramps for each level
Exactly.
of the cat tree.
Exactly.
She'll be able to climb them though.
I think so. It's funny because I put on her, she has an Amazon wish list. I put on her little wish list. At first I put a little ramp and I was like, I'm not going to do that because I want to see where she lands.
Well, we heard
First.
one of the other kitten cams, Tiny Kittens in Canada, had a kitten that his hind legs were, we believe that umbilical cord got stuck and mom chewed off the legs. And so he had stumps and she ended up keeping him too. But he now jumps up on things.
Really? With
Yeah.
his stumps?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing to watch. I'll see if I can find one of the videos of him jumping up on a cat tree. But the first time, or jumping from like a couch to something, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh wow, yeah, because
Yeah,
bad
and
bugs
she's
are
got
so-
more mobility than
Yeah,
mine,
and
so
she
he
does jump. Like she.
So I think she'll
She-
get there. It
yeah.
took him a while. Like he didn't do it at this age, but I think she'll get to the point where she'll be able to
What
leap.
you got in your mouth? Fuzz. That's what happens when you chew on fuzzy things.
Yeah, watching that kind of stuff, it's so amazing to see how resilient they are and what they're capable of. And I know it won't even seem like she's got any disability. I think her legs will just get stronger and
Yeah.
she may be a little wobbly, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. That's the one. Misha's not wobbly. Misha's not wobbly. She's bouncy. She's bouncy.
She's so cute.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Where do you take them to get spayed?
They're going out to SoCal.
Where is
Woodland Hills.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they're, their vet techs are so good out there.
Really?
They're just like on it, and and they have a relationship with the VCA where the neurologist is. So it's easy to get like the X-rays and everything over to them for Dr. Conrad and Dr. Summit to look at.
Is that where you usually go?
Woodland Hills?
Yeah,
Not usually. Usually I go to Parkview
that's right.
because it's right there.
I know. I mean,
I'm sad that Dr. Kaplan left, and I was really sad when Dr. Tang left.
I didn't know Dr. Tang left too.
Yeah, she left first. I think she's got her own practice. Raymond Pet Clinic in Pasadena.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, why did they? I don't know why they left. Well, Dr. Del Vecchio was the one who found my last mama in a box taped up in the alley behind. Behind them there's that long alley.
Yeah.
He was walking to lunch and he heard her meow, and she was in a box taped up next to a dumpster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I was like, if anybody else was walking by, they could have ignored that meow. And he didn't, thankfully.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he rushed her back to the office, and they said it was taped closed. Like, it wasn't just lightly taped so she wouldn't like jump out and somebody could find her. It was taped closed, and they of course like took her out and hydrated her and x-rayed her and tested her and everything, and
And she's pregnant.
she was pregnant. And she gave birth, I guess, like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, once I got her. So they kept her for a week, which was awesome.
Wow.
And then I took her, and they were all in love with her because she was the
course.
sweetest cat in the world. I mean, they let her out of the box, and she was like, "Hi."
Someone taped her in a box.
Yeah,
Someone taped their pregnant cat.
and a sweet pregnant cat, and it astounds me that like it didn't affect the way she is with people. Because the minute I let her out of the carrier, she just walked into my lap. And when I delivered her to her home, she walked out, and because there was another cat that used to live there, she was like, "Ooh, smells," and they have carpet. So she was walking around, but she was like, "Hi," and she rubbed up against the people, and she was just like how
How are you still sweet? Yeah.
And she was so sweet, but they were, I mean, because you know, they see kitties all the time. We bring them cute kitties all the time there. And they were like following the cam and watching her and her babies, and because she was so sweet. And the sad thing is that whoever did that could have left her behind the vet's office. And instead,
they could have surrendered her to a shelter.
Yeah.
Who then would have called us anyway. I mean,
but the good thing is, and I try to focus on it, is that there was a good person who found her and kept her and cared for her, and a whole group of people who cared for her, and we're really good people.
Yeah, and good awareness.
And so for that one person, there's like thousands more good people. Oh my god, you're so cute.
Hi, Misha.
You're so cute. Oh my god, it's so funny. You have the same scratches on your legs that I do.
Oh, are you kidding? And mostly on this side, because I sit on the couch this way, and they'll try to jump up and they'll grab my leg. Hair.
That's why I got so good about clipping claws with the last litter, because I was just so tired, because I have really thin skin, and I was just bleeding all the time. And it was my fault. I'm like, I have to trim your claws. I have to get you guys used to getting your claws trimmed. Because it just takes nothing for my skin to split open.
Stinkers. Yeah, I remember somebody was saying once that, oh yeah, if you go to such and such place, I think it was like some farm where they feed. I don't remember. They'll give you a discount if you were the rescue group. And I was like, how do you prove you're with the rescue group? Go, I'm with the rescue group. Is this our ID? This is our
Oh my god!
These are my credentials.
Pictures of kittens and puncture wounds and scratch marks.
This is my blaster. I'm the rescue.
That is hysterical.
Pay no attention to my bumper sticker. It says I break for kitties.
Here, let me show you my Facebook pages.
Exactly. Let me show you all 4 Instagrams now.
Oh my god, look at her little legs sticking out. You're
See,
so cute.
I call it ballet practice. Alright, we can snap. There we go.
So what's some of the PT that you do with her outside of the water?
So outside of the water, so one of the things that we do is I'll have a bolster, and I'll sit her behind the bolster and make her like push off out of my hands and go over, and we do that over and over. Sometimes we'll just do like range of motion things where we just do this. Teaching her to scratch behind her little ear. She's like, what? And she'll do it for a little bit, and then as soon as she tenses up, I let her go. I don't ever push it.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Feel
Okay.
like.
So she's like over that now. And then we'll also do like little, just mini balancing on my hand. Like I will move my fingers around so she has to kind of balance. We do a lot of work with the tail. Because if you rub the tail, it makes them straighten their legs. And so then I make her walk up higher until she walks away. And then she leaves. So just a lot of that. And then there's the walking on uneven surfaces is really good for her. So I set up like this course of, I have these old curtains. They're velvet, they're old curtains, and they're sun faded, but it's a good surface. So I'll like put it over a bunch of toys like this so that it's all wobbly, and then guide her through to walk over it. And
So
she has
she'd
to
be good
balance.
like on that bed.
Yeah, so something like that where she has to kind of like placement, like so on the bed with me is actually really good for her because she has to like, ooh, it's not anything not stable where she has to get balance is good. So I did one of the videos where I referenced the ripple rug. I was like, and so ripple rug actually you contacted me. Yeah, so they're sending one.
Tracy from the Ghost, we call her Ghosties in chat, that adopted from John had a connection with whoever.
Fred from Ripple Rug.
Yeah, and so Fred asked her if she knew how to contact whoever's fostering Waverly, and Tracy contacted me, and I contacted Evelyn.
Yeah, so it's all roundabout. So yeah. So.
I love that. I love how like our community is all intertwined.
Yeah, I just mentioned it on because I'd heard about it from Ben because their little CH cat, they use the ripple rug for her because she can't jump up and things, so that's her playground. It's all on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And so I thought that would be a good thing. So I just made my own kind of, and I mentioned it. I was like, I made my own just do-yourself ripple rug. And yeah.
I love that
So
because
that's
Tracy's
so nice.
in Seattle.
Oh,
so,
so over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the fact that she's out there, and it's amazing. I love that because I'm sure you've probably known it too. Like years and years ago, rescue groups were not as connected and friendly with each other.
No, they were like competitors.
Yeah, it was horrible, and I'm so glad that I started fostering when I started fostering, because I honestly think it's such a different world now.
Did something go?
No, that's just the computer doing something. No, my cat's out there carrying a toy around. I was like, is that outside or is that in my house? But I mean, that's one of the good things that happened, I think, from best friends moving out here in LA.
It's uniting everybody.
Is that they had enough money to start trying to change laws and to put together like NKLA, No Kill LA, and to help other rescues like ours get grants. I mean, I think they had a part in, and the ASPCA had a part in us getting the grants for the kitten nursery.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of stuff, it was never happening before. And now it's like, and the way that the city shelters, yeah, and the city shelters are now working with rescues instead of them being like arch enemies.
Which, I don't know, I think that was the perception that rescue groups are making money because we're charging adoption fees.
Yeah.
Yes, we're making so much money. That's nothing but the
money.
finest for us.
Well, without grants, rescue groups wouldn't be able to do anything because they don't charge as much as they spend.
Yeah. Even our adoption fee is like, it's a token.
Yeah, it really, all it covers is maybe the vaccinations and the spay.
Not even the spay.
Not even the spay.
It'll cover like the boys, the neuter for the boys.
Right.
That covers it, but it doesn't cover a stay.
I mean, look at that face. You're killing me. Jeez, Misha. So yeah, that kind of stuff to me is just so exciting because I really feel like we have a chance at becoming no-kill because of that communication and because of the funding that was brought into Los Angeles. We have a long ways to go, but we're getting closer.
Yeah.
Because the city shelters, everybody thinks that they just sit around, and some city shelters are better than others, but they're not just sitting around going, yeah, let's just euthanize some animals. They don't have the funding to not do it. They don't have the staff to not euthanize the kittens that need to be bottle fed. What are you going to do, let them starve?
Yeah.
You know, you can't. And that kind of stuff, the reality of it has finally been, you know, rescue groups, instead of being putting ourselves on pedestals, are like, yeah, it's a horrible situation to be in. Let's work together and try to change it. And I think things are changing. Slowly but surely. Oh, Misha. You're so cute. My poor CCers. It's not that her bladder was paralyzed. It was more that the muscles in her bladder were atrophied, basically.
Yeah, they never developed.
They never developed, and so she didn't have the muscles to push urine out. And so as she gets older and the more she pees and the more she helps her pee, her stomach will also get stronger and she'll be able to pee on her own eventually. Hopefully. I believe.
And if not, we'll express her life.
If not, Evelyn is happy to squeeze her bladder for her.
Yeah.
Because look at her.
Because.
Well, actually, she's out of the campus right now. But you can look at her in a minute. Are you in the tunnel? Hello. Hello. Oh, I just want to. You're just so cute. More fuzz. There's fuzz everywhere.
What happens with kittens?
What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Hi. You doing it? Oh, and yes, we have right now Kitten Rescue is in another contest with World's Best Litter to win 10,000 pounds this time of kitty litter.
I can't even imagine what that looks like. Didn't we win 5,000 last time?
No, it was more than that. I think it was 8,000.
Did you see it down there?
Yes. And have you seen recently that it's like almost all completely gone?
Oh, really?
Well, because fosters came and got
Yeah.
their allotment and everything, and I never take that stuff because I always have people help me. But when I go to the orientations, I'm always like, it's there one day and then it's gone. And it's amazing. So 10,000 pounds of litter would be huge, especially right now with as many kitties and cats everybody has. Because, as I said before, all of the fosters for Kitten Rescue cover their own supplies. Kitten Rescue covers all of the medical expenses, but fosters will pay for their own food and litter and all of that. So whenever we win something like that, the sanctuary gets a portion, but then the fosters get to come and get a portion. And it's a generous portion.
Mm-hmm.
And they make it a priority for the fosters to get what they need. So it really does help all of the fosters.
Yeah, anytime you can not have to shell out for that, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, and World's Best Litter is really expensive.
Yeah.
And it's one of the safer litters for kittens and kitties. What are you doing?
Oh, just got a toy in there.
It's the ball.
You want that out here? Here you go.
Alright guys, I have to turn the air on for a second. It may be a little noisy. It's getting hot.
It's getting pretty toasty
The
in here.
sun is coming on that side of the house right now. So you can vote every day for that in that contest, and you just go to the link and click on Kitten Rescue. The airs. And I know that the only reason we won last time was because of the kitten cam community. And because I don't have my cam up right now, it's hard for me to remind everybody on cam every day to do it. So I'll try posting on Facebook, and I know other people are posting on Facebook. But this would be huge for us right now to win 10,000 pounds of kitty litter.
Hey, Misha, come over here.
Hello, Peaches baby. You are so sweet. You are so sweet. She's like, what is this giant thing? The big cat trees. You are so cute. Misha. Now, how many years have you been fostering now?
I have been fostering for going on 7 years. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing the medicine holding thing? Microchipping.
I think 3 years now. For the 3 years for med, 2 years for microchipping.
That's it?
Yeah.
That was longer than that.
Is it longer than that?
Yeah, because when I started fostering for Kitten Rescue, you were learning how to microchip.
Oh.
So,
Laura.
or maybe it was 3 years.
Maybe it was 3 years.
Because I remember you doing it with Laura at Pasadena. And you were like, ah.
Well, they had the old ones too that were really big and long, and these little ones are a lot easier. The avid ones were really hard. The newer ones are easier.
Were the old ones just bigger, or were they inserted differently?
They were just they were a long tube, and so to get a good angle on the cat, you had to really have lots of access to the cat, and so you'd have to have them like out somewhere because you couldn't get it in. These little ones now, like I can get into a carrier,
Right.
Like get them where they're comfortable, so like I could come back here and grab them. But the microchip was the same size, all that, but the needle was the same size. It was just the mechanism of that needle.
Yay, we have it. The thing with the litter contest is, even if we have a lead, we want to keep up the lead because some of the bigger rescues will put out a call to their people, and within a day we'll have thousands of votes. So it's always good for us to get a solid lead, and so that down the line nobody can kind of surprise attack and catch up to us.
Yeah, some of those that have like 100,000 followers or.
Yeah, and they still get some kitty litter. They still
Yeah,
get.
everybody gets
I think they
5,000
get 5,000 pounds. So don't feel bad that you're voting for us and they're not. They're gonna get 5,000 pounds of litter. But we would definitely be happy with 10,000. Honey's. Hi. You are so precious. Why are you hiding back there?
It's like it's kind of my nap time.
Yeah, I'm surprised they've lasted this long.
They'll sack out on my own, which is great.
Yeah, I'll post the link on Twitter too. I usually post it on Facebook and then it posts on Twitter. And then we have other people that are posting it in the Kitten Cam groups that I saw. Just remember to vote every day until August 22nd.
And you can vote from your phone and from your computer.
You can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was on IP address. Oh, well, phone if you're not connected to, because I'm connected to my Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So if you turn off your Wi-Fi, you can vote from your phone. Sneaky.
We try to be fair, but I know that's what all the other rescues do.
Yeah.
There are a few contests that, like, within days, other rescues have, like, come up with thousands, and I'm like, what happened?
Yeah.
Where we would totally be in the lead and then surprise attack.
Yeah. What was the catification one that we wanted
Yeah.
to win so bad, and the blind cat in the sanctuary.
Blind cat always wins.
They do, which I they're
I
blind
get
cats.
it. They're blind. We have blind kitties too.
You do too. Did the blind cats really need a catification? I was like, well, can we give you another prize? And we'll take the catification.
They're blind.
I have a blind kitty, and she doesn't care what I do decor-wise. As long as I don't rearrange the furniture, that's the only thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if anything, they're gonna be like, "Why did you catify everything?
Change.
Just put carpet on the walls, and they'll be happy." Huh. What are you doing?
Misha, you're poopy. You're crazy. Get you worn out.
That is the cutest carrier.
I love that carrier.
Oh, sorry. I scared away everything. I'm sorry to scare you. What are you doing? See that her cute, adorable carrier? It's clear and it's got little pink paws on it.
I love that thing. I got it for when I was doing bottle babies because I could bring them with me to work and like tuck them under my desk and I could see them when they were stirring. Yeah.
And it's good. Look at these holes. Those are big holes. And it looks like it's easy to clean.
Yeah, you can basically just toss the whole thing and hose the whole thing down and toss this in the wash and this in the wash.
I usually spray down with a cell and then like wash this stuff. This is adorable. Do you love your carrier?
Waverly's like, that's my home.
Is that your home?
It kind of is. Because
I love
it
the
does.
cushy blankets.
It sits on the. Yeah, one of the Instagrammers sent me that. I thought that was really nice.
You're not giving out your home address, are you?
I went to the sanctuary.
Okay, good.
No, I'm not. Yeah, they sent it to Kitten Rescue for Waverly. That was really cute. And this was a
Aww.
gift too.
See, I try not to do that because I get way too much stuff.
Waverly's new, so
But
we don't.
no, she totally, yeah. Toys and stuff are great. That's fine. I'm just like, I don't want cases of things showing up. But you're just one little kitten, so yeah, I think that's fine. And safer.
I wish she's on raw just because she needs like just pure protein and pure everything. So.
Have you posted for gift cards?
Oh no, never thought about
Because
that.
where do you buy your raw from?
Harmony Farms.
Do they have gift cards?
I don't think so.
You might want to contact them and ask if they have a way for people to call in and get, pay or get gift cards or whatever. Because that would be,
Oh yeah, because that is expensive.
it is so
Because I had
expensive.
to switch the whole house because
Yeah,
I mean you can't
you can't just do
can't
one.
just do
and be
one
like-
and because she was getting into at first I was just doing her, which was easy when she wasn't mobile.
Right.
But then when she started moving around and she started eating the other cat's food even a little bit, and she would get the runs. And when she has the runs, and especially when she wasn't standing up, oh, yeah, poor little thing. So that's in one way that's why she's really good in the water. 'Cause she had so many baths when she was tiny. But yeah, so she's on raw because that's really all that her little tummy will digest. Look how pretty you are, Waverly.
Oh, look at this thing. I just want everybody to be able to see you. Come here. Do you see the ball?
She's got the ball.
Oh, good girl.
Here you go. Oh, it's back.
It's okay. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going over here and sitting down. You're okay.
Out the way, Waverly.
Look at her. I can't even believe this is the same kitten.
There goes her little leg. You want to do ballet practice?
If that store doesn't, if they can't do anything, you might want to consider like doing Sentinella or something.
Yeah. Or
You
go switching to a
One
commercial
that
raw.
does, Yeah. Because even over here, there's a small pet store that sells a brand that not most of the others do, and it comes in a puck. And it's more of a local raw.
Okay.
I actually like the small little nuggets because they defrost faster, but the puck is actually, it's a perfect one serving. And it's pretty good quality, but they'll also order whatever kind of raw you want.
Oh.
But maybe a smaller store like that would be more willing to kind of work with you to have an account where people can call in and give them their credit card and put you on. You know what I mean?
That'd be nice. I don't really know how to do all of that. Like, help me. I don't know.
Well, and there, I know. Check with Army Farms first
Yeah.
and see if there's
There-
anything that they can do. Because if that's your preference, then you want to see if they can work with you and set up an account. If not, then we can see what's the closest pet store to you and then see if that can be worked out. Because especially with your Instagram following, as good as as big as it's getting, it could really help you continue feeding her. And
It would be nice to be able to continue feeding her. Oh my god.
and your fosters. And I know raw is like the best for them.
Yeah.
I wish mine would eat raw, and I wish raw wasn't so expensive.
It is so expensive. Mine are fighting it. We're doing a blend of wellness and the raw, and they're getting that. They complained mightily and still complain about not getting kibble anymore.
I had to stop giving my cats kibble because they get fat.
Mine are fat too.
I do the wellness turkey duck. You've done that one? No, the wet food.
A wet food turkey duck. I haven't done turkey duck
Because duck has always been easier on my foster's tummies. So, and they don't have a straight duck. So I either do max cat duck slices or I do the wellness turkey duck. And it seems to sit well
with it.
better than the other wellness formulas.
Mine do okay on just the chicken and just the turkey.
So usually chicken is like the one that they all get the most sensitive to.
Really?
Well, I'll give you some of the turkey and the duck so you can see
cool.
how they respond to that.
There we go.
You're adorable.
So yeah. There you go.
Look at your little babies. What is it? And the two of them fit in that perfectly.
Mm-hmm. Waverly's been on many, many trips, driving in the car with me. She just curls up in there, and sometimes she'll sit and watch out the window. It's so cute. And then she just falls asleep.
See, all of my fosters yell at me when they're in carriers. And they're always like, let me out the whole car ride.
Oh yeah. Luckily, again, she started when she was so tiny and couldn't protest, so she's pretty used to it now.
I should just start driving around my fosters when they're tiny.
Yeah, just put them in.
Bring them in the car with me.
Yeah.
Did get a feather. Look at you, you're a mighty hunter. Look at you.
She was so funny. I took her on a work trip with me that I was going to be gone multiple days. So just, she was in the hotel room. She loved the hotel because it was wall-to-wall carpeting. She was just like, 7! It was great.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if the pads would be really good for her.
I have wood floors, but I have a big rug. The whole middle of my floor is a rug. And every so often I'll put down the yoga mats. She likes the yoga mats. She does like the velvet curtain too. Paws can dig into it.
What is it? Oh my god.
Yes, you're cute.
It's your cute face. He's so cute. What are you doing? Little baby. You're so brave. It's just amazing to me how strong kittens are. I would be a whiny mess if I were a kitten in her position. You're adorable.
Whoops. That didn't seem to go as planned.
That thing rolls around. That I I don't think any of the kittens in my last litter adjusted to that thing. Oh, God.
And I think I'll be a little sad when her white starts darkening up because it really is sweet.
Yes. Hi.
Oh, thank you, Evelyn.
They are. Come. She loves you. Has she seen the dog since?
She has not seen dogs. I've thought about taking her over and just seeing how she's seen other dogs and she was pretty freaked out by them. So, but she did get used to them. I had her over at Evelyn Gray's house. She has those little pit bulls, and she was freaked at first, but she seemed to kind of settle when she realized they weren't going to eat her.
I always tell people, whether it's humans or other animals, they just need to know that they aren't going to try to eat them. Yeah. And that's what, like even some friendly kittens, if you take them to their forever home, they're still going to think, are these big people going to try to eat me? It's a good instinct to have.
Yes. That's how they survived.
Oh God, look at that face.
Sleepy time? Yep, it's sleepy time. When she starts cleaning.
Yes, before they leave, I'll do a close-up of her on the cam so you all can see her beautiful face and her little legs. Misha's like,
Misha's like, not me.
Those eyes, I can't handle those eyes.
You keep killing this thing.
They all do. I need to like put earthquake putty underneath it or something.
Good idea.
She's so cute.
I have one cat that it wasn't this thing, but it was something similar that had the like tail around. She just grabbed it and just ran. I'm like, oh,
They've done that too.
there goes that.
Well, that's why it's very handy that you can replace the butterfly.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, the spring is actually pretty sturdy. And if it ever comes off, I think I could solder it back on. Oh, little sweetie. You're so cute. She's so cute.
You want to come up there? Oh, she's like, what is that?
It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. Come here. Come here. I put this on you.
Aw,
You are so cute. You're so cute. Yes, you are. You're so cute. Okay. Just one more close up. Okay. Here's your mama. Oh my God, she's so cute.
Yeah.
I swear it puts them in a trance when you kiss them on the back of their heads. Hi, Misha. What are you doing? You're so cute. Nico. Oh, Misha, you're so cute.
She's so spongy. Sweetie.
She's like, I'm ready for a nap. Oh, look on her face. You sleepy girl. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay. What are you doing? She's like, no. Get over here. She's just a little stubborn. Mm-hmm. You want to be over there.
Oh, hi.
Oh, that was a jump.
Hello.
Little babies. Oh my god, you're so cute. You are, you're so cute. I love that little face. Yes.
Just like,
I can't even handle it.
I know.
How do you not die? Misha,
I have to like resist from just like posting everything like every 2 minutes. Like, no, you guys, look at this, look at this.
But that's what Instagram's for.
I was warned, don't. I'm new to Instagram, so I've been getting coaching. I've been told that no more than 3 times a day.
Really?
I don't know. I guess apparently you don't want people to get sick of you. Can anyone really get sick of this?
I mean, I get it. With some things, only 3 times a
Like
day.
food. Like I want to see your videos 3
like
times
that.
a day.
But when it's a kitten, I know on Facebook, I try not to post more than once or twice a day when I have, or 3 times a day when I have new kittens, just because I know that they've got the news feeds going and it's a little annoying sometimes. But on Instagram, it's all about cute pictures. It's all pictures. So it's
Yeah.
not like, I don't know. I've not had anybody get annoyed with cute cat pictures. Upsetting pictures, sure. Food, sure.
The cute kittens.
Have you looked at any other kitty Instagram accounts?
Yeah, like Nala Cat, mostly, and Kitten Lady.
How often does she
I guess they post kind of a lot, but I'm like, they're famous. But I guess that's how they got famous. We need to get famous, Waverly. Let's get famous.
You have more likes on your pictures than I do on Instagram, and I've had my account longer. So she's gonna get bigger.
Waverly, look at you. You're popular.
And you too, Misha. You too. You too. You ready for a ride home? You ready for a ride home? Let's stop at the sanctuary on the way home. Say hi to Lindsay.
And it's perfect. They'll be all sleepy now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so sleepy.
She's totally sleepy.
She is so ready for her nap.
Are there any last questions or anything?
Any last questions, anybody? They all say you can never post too many cute kitten pictures.
Okay, good to know. I will post away.
Yes, Misha is going to be available for adoption next week, and of course she would love to go with one of her kitten playmates. But if you have a friendly, active, playful kitty in your house already, that would be considered.
For sure. 'Cause she's friendly, and she's instantly friendly. Like, she doesn't have a hissing phase. Waverly did. Misha was like, what? What's wrong?
So I think that's it.
Okay.
Everybody
Bye.
says thank you.
Nice to meet you. Or see you again. That was nice. Seen maybe a couple times.
phone.
Look, we have a dagger.
Sean said, post tons of pictures, weed out the weak. Those people who can't handle kitten pictures don't deserve to follow you.
Weed out the weak.
They can't handle that much cute. There's something wrong with them.
That's true.
I mean, I never look on Facebook and think, they posted another cute kitten picture. Like, I really don't. Granted, it's one, if you're doing like 10,000 a day, like there's
a limit.
But I think if they're spectacular pictures. But on Facebook, you can, why I think you might want to consider doing a Facebook page as well, because you can have it so it posts automatically, which I think you do from your personal page.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, you can actually schedule them. So you can say, I want it to show up tomorrow morning at this time, and then this time, and then that time.
Wow.
Yeah. That is good for people like myself. When I have kittens that are available, I do that so that there are prime times to post where most people are on Facebook. And then that way I don't have to like remember to go onto Facebook and post at that time. You just set them to go automatically.
That's handy.
Yes. Oh, you were so cute. She's like, don't stop.
This one cracks me up. Her tail sticks up like a little skunk.
Hi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, so cute. She's being sleepy too, aren't you? Oh my god, look at you.
I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna eat a feather.
They did so good.
You did good.
In a strange room with lots of kitty smells in it. You can just leave the feather, I'll clean it up.
Casualty. You ready, kiddos? Ready to get zipped in? All right. Let's do this. You ready, Beansy? Ready? All right, there you go. Look.
Look at how good they are.
You too. There you go. Look. You gotta be comfy and you gotta be cute, right? You're a kitten. Pretty much it. Here they are. Let's just look. There they are. Here they are.
Oh, little babies. They're like, where are we? You're so
Where are we
cute.
going?
All right.
Alright, you guys, I'll be back in a second to post the video. Is it? For anybody that missed it.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Get out the door. here. Come here, babies. Come say hi to everybody. It's Fiona. Come here, Sam. Come on. What? What are you doing? Hi, Rovers. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, baby? Oh, you're being so brave. You're being so brave. So I posted I'm posting the highlight. It's uploading of the visit. Hopefully it will upload correctly. We'll keep checking. We should add a little bit more water. What are you doing? God, you look so big in here. You look so big.
Ignite. Water for the fountain. Maybe the battery's like dead on that. Yeah, the battery's probably dead. Maybe that's why they weren't going crazy over the butterfly. I didn't even pay attention to that. What is it? Here, you guys want to sit in here? You're fine. Come here. Come here. Come here. Was somebody licking the back of your head? She has a little mohawk. You guys want to look at it? It's just the cord. Why are you making yourself healthy? You guys are huge compared to kittens. Are these mothers? always done. You are just so graceful. What are you doing? Robin? Want to sit down? Want to sit down? What are you doing? What are you doing, people? What are you doing, Fiona? What are you doing? She's rolling around on her back on the tile floor. What? What little pig? Piglet. What are you doing? Do you want to jump down? Do you not know how to get down? What is on your nail? Are you stuck? What are you doing? Just jump on here. What are you doing? Look at that little mouth. That overbite. I can see the overbite. Come on, jump. Yes, go that way. Come on. Where are you going? You're special.
drinking fountain, baby.
It's water.
Here. You're fine. It's just water. Let's see if it posted. Excuse me. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream because the highlight seems to be taking forever to make, which always worries me, so I'm gonna stop the stream so YouTube will post the video, and then I might turn it back on later so you guys can watch my kitties play.